But Akshay Marathe, there is no denying that to have, you've had Manish Sisodia who's only come out a week ago. You've had the Chief Minister in jail. You and I both know there are important administrative work which is completely in limbo today because there is really no one to go ahead and push the paper on it because Arvind Kejriwal cannot pass any orders while he's in jail and everything else remains the same outside.
Preeti, let me give you an analogy. Arvind Kejriwal is the star batsman of Delhi who's loved by all the people of Delhi. And BJP is that bowler who cannot get Arvind Kejriwal out. So what do? They take his bat away and then they say, oh, he should now be disqualified. He doesn't have a bat, he cannot play. But he is the best batsman there is. The people have asked him to bat for Delhi. He is Delhi's chosen captain. So the Bharatiya Janata Party cannot decide on behalf of the people of Delhi who will bat for them. They have the elections coming up in just 4 months. I challenge them. You wait for 4 months, you go up in the polls and you fight fair and square against Arvind Kejriwal's popularity and try and defeat him. Why are you using these backdoor methods to topple an elected government? Isn't it fair to say that we are in September now? The elections are in February of next year, Preeti. Why doesn't the BJP have the patience to actually go up against the Aam Aadmi Party? Because they know that they will lose. The last time they won only 8 seats. This time, I suspect the way they have gone after Arvind Kejriwal, I suspect they will not win even 1 seat. That is the halat of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Delhi. And that's why they are using these cowardly tactics to try and pressurize him to resign, to try and topple the elected government. You please ask Ms. Sanju Verma, under what condition set by the Supreme Court has the BJP asked for President's rule? Just name one condition. What is it? What is it that justifies?
I'll come to Sanju Verma. I just want to bring in Onika Mehrotra. Onika Mehrotra, once again, it's a precarious position where the Congress comes in on this. You'd want the Aam Aadmi Party to go because you say they are not performing. However, you want to stand by the Aam Aadmi Party. Which one is it?
Ma'am, see, it's evidently clear, Preeti. Please understand one thing. If you see the work which is being done, yes, there are a lot of lacunas and the work is not at a space which the Delhi people should be actually getting. There's no denying on that. But having said that, it's elected government. It's their responsibility to work accordingly. But just falling behind a rule, as Sanju was saying, Rahul Gandhi's team and blah, blah, she goes behind that. I mean, they don't know that they themselves are so a lost case now. People of India are absolutely now brushing them off every stage that we're going to elections. But, BJP has that habit. You see, it's the Chal Chaitra Chehra. In Goa, in other states or other places, they have done that. So is this the way to get a government? Or why don't you fight? Come out. Elections are just 6 months away. You should have done that at the beginning. You should have not allowed the people of Delhi to suffer. In MCD also, ma'am, look at the chaos they have created. So this is what is happening between the two of them. On one hand, I repeat myself, on one hand, the Aam Aadmi Party should realize its responsibilities. They've got a huge mandate. Can we deny that? We can't deny that. Even if, Sanju might say whatever she feels like. But this is the ground reality. And then they're not performing. So it's their loss entirely. So if is BJP trying to take advantage of the situation, then I'm sorry, this is not the right way. Come out and contest and elect.
It's not the right way because Onika Mehrotra, you want to take advantage of that situation and you don't know how to maneuver this political landmine because you don't know, the kind of political language that needs to be used.
No, Preeti. For 15 long years, Delhi was ruled by Congress. And look what wonderful work we did. And people are
I'll come back to that.
Also.
Onika Mehrotra, I'll come back to that. Sanju Verma, to pull you in on this, there's a point that Akshay Marathe is making. Because if you look at Vijender Gupta's statement, ma'am, even you will be confused, Sanju Verma, because at one end, Vijender Gupta says that it is because the Chief Minister is in jail. Then he says it's actually a reflection of the last 10 years of no work of the Aam Aadmi Party. Please tell us, why is the BJP unit asking for President's rule?
Okay, I just have a couple of very quick points to make, Preeti. You set the tone of the debate by reading out the Supreme Court verdict. And the very Supreme Court, आज हर कोई Supreme Court को endorse कर रहा है. That very Supreme Court set up the Sarkaria Commission. The Sarkaria Commission came out with its report in the mid-1980s. The Sarkaria Commission rules and the famous S.R. Bombay versus the Union of India judgment of 1994. These are the two most defining judgments when it comes to whether President's rule should be imposed or not, how center-state relations, including center and Delhi, should be governed. So I think if you look at these two, Article 252 of the Constitution is the other defining article which says that it is the prerogative of the governor or the lieutenant governor, as the case may be, to send a report to the president, post which it is solely the prerogative of the president to decide whether president's rule should be applied or not, and the Supreme Court can only undo that if it is bad in law. Article 252 is very clear. The Supreme Court cannot enter into the domain of the legislature or the executive, like the executive cannot encroach upon the domain of the judiciary. So Akshay Marathe can have that big wide grin on his face, but for all your smirks, let me tell you, please go and educate yourself on Article 252, then you and me will have a sane debate. As for Akshay Marathe saying, BJP,
let her finish. Akshay Marathe, allow her to finish, I'll come to you.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Preeti, I did not want to, make this a tutu mene, but unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. Let me tell Akshay, Delhi Lok Sabha 2024, you guys said, इस बार 7 सीटें तो छोड़ो, BJP will not even win 1 seat. We still had a vote share of 54%. We still managed to win all the 7 seats despite a 24% vote share. What was the Aam Aadmi Party and Kejriwal scorecard? A big duck, a big zero. Punjab, which is supposed to be your bastion and your strongest point, वहां भी मुश्किल से 3 लोकसभा सीटें मिली हैं. इसलिए don't sit here and give भाषण. Your Kejriwal and Rahul Gandhi, your Kejriwal and Rahul Gandhi campaigned for Kanhaiya Kumar. He was yet defeated by Manoj
I'll come
Tiwari.
to you. Let her finish. Okay, fine. Point made. Akshay Marathe, please come in. You wanted to come in for a rebuttal. Anika Mehrotra, let him finish.
All this rhetoric aside, I just heard Sanju Verma ji say that the lieutenant governor and the president are well within their right to decide as they please based on their own, judgment. They're free to decide. I hope that the BJP doesn't use Ms. Verma as their lawyer.
I said based on Article 252.
Okay,
how can you allow him to misquote me?
All right.
I
Okay,
said
please don't
Article
misquote her.
252.
Akshay Marathe, please don't misquote her.
I
Ma'am,
said
1 second.
Article 252.
Ms.
I
Verma,
hope
1
they
second.
don't
Mr.
misquote-
Marathe, make your point. 1
I
second.
hope-
Okay, Mr. Marathe, please make your point.
I hope they don't use Ms. Sanju Verma as their lawyers because they will suffer very badly. in the
Akshay,
Supreme-
please.
No,
I
don't
said-
heckle. Okay.
Supreme
Ms.
Court
Verma,
will
don't.
have
Let
to-
her finish.
will
I'll
have
come
to-
back to you.
I said Article 252.
Okay, can I just get...
I said Article
Akshay
252.
Marathe,
Educate yourself.
Akshay Marathe, Ms. Verma saying you're trying to misconstrue with what she said, but please make your point. Please do not interrupt him, Ms. Verma. Go ahead, Akshay.
Okay, I just want to bring back the debate to the point. The point is that if the BJP believes that they are on a strong footing, she just told us how they won 7 seats in the Lok Sabha, which happened just 3 months ago. Now the next assembly elections are only 6 months away. So why is the BJP so impatient and they cannot wait for even 6 months? If they're so confident that they won 7 seats in the Lok Sabha election and they want to repeat their performance in the assembly election, then why are they going after president's rule? That's a very simple question I've been asking for this whole time. That if you're so sure that you are going to win, if you're so confident that Aam Aadmi Party has done badly and people don't support Aam Aadmi Party, then come to the election, face us and defeat us. But until then, why are you crying on the sidelines, begging your masters in the central government to dismiss the Delhi government? How is that fair in a democratically, functioning system? The BJP needs to respect democracy. They need to respect the will of the people.
This can't be a moral
And
of
Can I get... It's not, ma'am. Every one of you is getting equal time. You've actually got 2 minutes more. And it's a very good idea. I think from next time, we're going to have a timer on this debate. But Anika Malhotra, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, technically, Sanju might be on the right track. Technically, they might be using all the clauses. No two ways denying that. But the point is, BJP at this juncture is a very scared and a very weak and a very fragile party. You see, they are petrified and scared because they're losing in almost all the states. So they want to take advantage of whatever is happening. But as I said, 6 months down the line, as are the elections. Let's play it fair. If you're so much champion for the Delhi people, let's play it fair in 6 months.
May I?
Okay. But Sanju Verma, both of them, Anika Mehrotra and Akshay Marathe have 1 point, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with that. The Congress is going to take on the Aam Aadmi Party. They are not asking for president's rule. They are saying we'll face you on the political field. We'll fight this election and we'll prove we are better than you. People want us. Why take the backdoor entry of president's rule, which could actually work against you and create sympathy for a party? Why do that?
Preeti, I have one grouse today. I love coming on your debates. I have noticed that if any of us misquotes a fellow panelist, especially on such an important point, you're quick to interject and say, Sanju Verma, don't misquote XYZ. Today,
Ma'am, I did exactly that. I did exactly that. I said,
No,
do
you are
not
just saying
misconstrue.
Sanju Verma is saying this. Did you not hear me talk about
One
Article
second.
250?
One
Preeti?
second. Miss Verma, I told Akshay Marathe you are trying to misconstrue what she said. That's it. He was
Fine,
told.
now
Now
let
please
me
make
come
your
in.
point.
Yes, I'm making my point, and now I don't want to be heckled by the Aam Aadmi Party, because please maintain the same yardstick for BJP. Thank you, Preeti. Let me make one thing very clear. Yahan baitkar, why is the BJP scared? President's rule laga diya hai kya? We are having a debate. Do television debates decide what President Draupadi Murmu will do? But let me make one very, very important point. And that important point is this, Preeti, that the Delhi 6th Finance Commission, as per Article 243 of the Constitution, should have been established a year back. That has not been established. MCD's resource allocation is pending because the CAG's 11 reports.
These 2
pertaining
points.
to resource
I need to.
allocation is pending.
These 2
My
points are
simple
credible.
point is this. Can I finish, Preeti? Can you stop heckling me?
Ma'am, quickly. I don't have the time. I need to get a rebuttal. Quickly
Yes,
make
so
your
let
point.
me just quickly say this. Let me quickly say this. That fine President's rule nahi lagega. Table all the 11 CAG reports. Ensure that the Delhi 6th Finance Commission is constituted, and make public the balance sheets of the Delhi
Akshay
government
Marathe,
for the
please
last
answer
2
before I
years,
close the
which
show.
you've not done.
It's about blaming the
just
BJP
said
and
that-
then saying that the BJP is responsible for everything. Why should people suffer in the bargain?
I want to set the record straight. Sanju Verma ji said that the debate is not going to decide President's rule, but the BJP's own delegation today has demanded President's rule. So is the spokesperson of the BJP coming and telling us today that she does not agree with the BJP's official stand? Is Ms. Sanju Verma saying today that Vijendra Gupta ji, who went to President
No, but
Draupadi
okay, no,
Murmu
don't.
ji-
You're shifting goalposts. Now answer the question.
Is she
There are-
on the
there are-
record saying
there
that
is
she
pending
disagrees with her own party?
administrative
Is she disagreeing with her own
work.
party?
One second, Akshay Marathe, if you want to get into a Sanju Verma versus Akshay Marathe, this is not the platform. The fact is, she's made 2 points. Answer that.
Yeah, I'm answering her point. She said that she doesn't think President's rule should be imposed in Delhi. So then is she going against her own party's official stand today? Is that what we should take out of this? That now that she's on the back foot, she's not
Okay.
able to answer the
Okay,
question.
I'm gonna- okay,
Not
Akshay
able
Marathe,
to tell us
that's-
why she will not fairly
I'm gonna-
tackle the Aam Aadmi Party in the election. So now she's backing out of her own party's position.
Okay.